But for example, I have a hearing impediment, which means that I'm literally half deaf, and it can be fixed because it's the bridge between your inner ear and the brain. So that's the only part they cannot, put a transplant in for. So basically, in an environment like this, it's fine. But if there's music, if there's other people, I have to rely on lip reading, which is when everyone's wearing a mask is, it's, but you always find a way, It doesn't have to be part of your identity. The fact that it can become a superpower in a sense. For example, I'm very good at lip reading, and it's like a secret superpower. The things that I know that people say to each other when they think nobody's listening, you wouldn't believe it, especially women. The way women talk to each other about other women.
Yeah.
That's like, wow. I mean, whoa. I mean, women don't use physical violence, but the verbal violence that they have towards each other, half of the world population is female. And still, you don't see half of the world leaders being female. We have a few exceptions, like Jacinda from New Zealand. I mean, wow.
Merkel.
Yeah, Merkel, great. I like Kamala Harris' style as well.
Yeah.
So there's a number of female that are not like Margaret Thatcher, trying to be as male as possible and go as far as dropping their voice an octave or two. There are women, and there's still some. She was showing too much cleavage, but ever since Me Too, people saying you're showing too much cleavage don't get away with it anymore. So this enables a lot more women to not dress up like a man or sound like a man, like Margaret Thatcher did, but just be yourself as a woman and dress up however you want to. And if there's anyone who says, yeah, well, you gained a few pounds, Chloe, and I say, all of us got a little fatter, over the past 6 months. Have you had a look at yourself lately? And I think it's a good thing. I mean, that's the one good thing about this generation, is that as a girl, you can be whatever you want. You don't have to marry a doctor to be seen as successful on the social level. That's another thing that I'm just fearless about. I was considered a lost cause by my family. I had such a big mouth, and I was always in trouble at school, that they thought, especially when I went to university, to the big city, Antwerp, and I was allowed to stay there. And they literally thought, just a matter of time before police will bring her home and she'll be pregnant with some vagabond.
Hobo from the streets.
Yeah, addicted to drugs. And that was literally... someone introduced me to Jimi Hendrix when I was like 20, 21. And my father was an avid music lover. He had a large vinyl collection. He had a jukebox in the living room, so we talked a lot about music, and I wanted to show him the works of Jimi Hendrix, and it got him worried because he thought, no, okay, this is it, man. She's trying to tell me that she's addicted to drugs and pregnant with someone who looks like Jimi Hendrix. No. If I compared my lifestyle to my peers, girls and women my age, they were wild. I mean, I was very late to the party, to every party, really. I had my first serious boyfriend when I was 19. My children are the same. They blossom a lot later than the others. It's just after, I think, with regards to feeling good about myself and the way I look, hence having better sex, because if you don't feel good about yourself, it's impossible to have good sex with anyone. Mm-hmm. I think I was like 37 when that happened. So after my second child was born, so I just bloomed late.
Which isn't a bad thing at all.
Oh
I think.
yeah, I'm single again, and after a relationship of 10 years, of which I was married for 5 years, and so that's why I got pushed into the 9 circles of hell in 2018, because the divorce, I just hadn't seen it coming. But now that I've healed, and yeah, it's good to be single.
Do you need help making better decisions in your life? Are you lacking self-confidence and motivation to get things done? Hire me today and get a direct daily line of communication with me through video chat and audio messages. I operate on a week-to-week basis, so no long-term investment is required. 7 straight days of Viking advice will get you right on track. Email me at lorenz.dries@gmail.com and change your reality. I'm ready whenever you are. See you soon.